I want to say, by the special grace of God, we have been given a spiritual father who is 100% available to help and promote and sustain our life. What I'm testifying here is not a movie. It's something that happened live. I didn't give this testimony last week, but this particular morning I was attacked in my spirit that you must give this testimony to liberate others. 2 weeks ago, I sat in my office and my secretary came and told me there was a lady who wanted to see me. So I attended to some people. I said I should bring her in. As she came in, some other 2 workers also came into the office. And I greeted one short, stunted lady like that. Yes, I used that word because when I looked at her, physically, she was what she professed with her mouth. She actually came and said, Mayor, I have come to see you. She was speaking very good English. I said, Mama, what for? What can I do for you this early morning? He said, Mayor, I'll come for you to help me. I said, what is the problem? He said, Mayor, I am the leader of witches and wizards. I looked at her, I was not moved. He said, Mayor, I have come for you to help me. We are many of us. I want you to help me so that I can help others. Mayor, we have done everything physically, humanly, spiritually possible to penetrate you, and it has not worked. I was just looking at her. I told her, Mama, thank God you have come. And I want to celebrate the grace of God over your life. I want to tell you all the beating that are beating you overnight because you gave an assignment, I pray to accomplish it. From this day forth, it will stop. I said, but then, I will send you to my man of God who will be able to counsel you one-on-one, and then will address all your problems. She said, no problem. I took a piece of paper, I wrote Papa's number on. Most of the time at times, when I see the situation is that which I cannot handle, I make sure I refer to Papa's case. I don't want any problem. Already within me, I was frightened. I should be very frank. I was frightened. I was terrified. For somebody to come openly to tell you, I'm the leader of witches and wizards. Therefore, something would have been happening and God have been preserving me.
That's right.
When I gave her Papa's number, she took the number and walking out of my office. I had this ministration with me, give her transport money. I sent my hand in my pocket, remove $1,000. I said, Mama, go. I said, take, pay the transport and go and see Papa. She took the money. Say, hey, the money they bought me.
That the money is burning her.
Yes.
Somebody shout grace!
I want to celebrate God for one thing, and which I learned that much. We always like materials of the house. We need to be preached to get them. It's a lie. I want to think from now, nobody will tell you to buy a covenant wall. Nobody will tell you to buy a wristband. No. Because that particular day, I want to tell you what vindicated me. As she took that money in my office, there's a corridor, she walked, going down the staircase, she came back and said, sir, take their money. This money is disturbing me. They are beating me already. I said, no, I will not take. I took this one. I always have them on my table, giving them to people. Say no to idols. Immediately she came in, I took it, I opened it, I signed inside. I said, Mama, take. This was the worst one. She took this one and said, fire. Fire. There is a big mistake I made. Because that woman would have been standing here testifying. I had a meeting that morning with my colleague, and some other people came from out. As I was addressing that issue, the secretary came again that I was needed immediately for that meeting. I didn't handle that case. And she left. I called Papa late in the evening as I was telling Papa, You know, I felt broken because the rebuke he gave me, I saw myself, I failed. Yes. What I would have done that money was giving that woman money and doing what I would have taken her to church. That would have, you know, she was already under captivity, but then out of negligence she was liberated. That is what I reasoned. So as she took this covenant work with the money and left, I went for my meeting. As I talked with Papa, and I told Papa, I believe she will come back. And behold, the next day before I got to the office, I saw the covenant book and the money inside. She had come and left it with the secretary and told the secretary that I will not be the one to kill her. That she did not sleep at night. That in their kingdom they gathered, they have beaten her until that who asked her to touch this? Who asked her to touch that money? And so she has come to give it back. That she will go. She will go and join them. That she does not want her deliverance again. But there is something that I keep praying about. That particular issue. You know, if it happened just between one discussion with her, nobody would have believed me. But this incident happened. There was one pastor, the wife worked with us. The pastor's wife was in my office with another secretary. They witnessed it. They were terrified. They almost ran out. I said, no, don't run. You know, afterwards, you know, they have now started struggling to realize a lot of things. Because in the council, when I say today is nothing, no work, we must start with prayers for 2 hours. Some people will grumble. Some will not come to work that day. But to me, it's not a problem. So they started seeing all the things that we would have gone through without those prayers in that place. So I really want to celebrate God because my faith has been brought in. Amen. I want to celebrate.